And we're alive. Oh boy.
I got toys. Toys, toys, toys.
First up on the agenda for today is the Triple Sloths. This guy. And I think that is going to go right there. It'll actually fit like right where this mixer goes, so I might just pull the mixer. Put the distortion next to it, or put the distortion where I have this guy right here. That's going into the other case as well. This mamma jamma. This being the Rain Maestro. Acid rain. It's like a lockable modulation source, so it could do like a chain all kinds of shapes together. That's going right there because that's like a perfect fit. 28. An easy changeover. And then Erica Synth's drive guy right there. Like that's it's almost a perfect. I think in the middle. Hey, Jason. All the toys today. So let's bust a move here. I think I'm just gonna make life. Perfect. Oh, also forgot. Gotta have the gnarlies. Oh, actually, I have like black coated ones, so back in here. And I'm gonna start assembling my other rack system here pretty soon. I'm waiting for a faceplate for my Neutron. So as soon as that comes in, I'm gonna start putting stuff into the other racks and see what we can come up with. There's a few things that I'm still gonna need in order to make that fully functional. Like oh no, it's gone forever. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Attitude. Audit. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a mixer of some sort in there. I think about the effects situation too. To be completely honest, I like the ZDSP, like it, but it is huge. Like in that same space, I could put like a black hole and like a tip top Z5000 or something, which might be a heck of a lot more usable. So that I still got to consider. Still got to. So there's a middle school art show happening tonight here in Lakeside Legacy Art. Hey Jojo, what's going on? How's your day? There we go. Now we've got distortion. Dual channel distortion too. That makes me happy. I have a nice blank panel. Cram right there into the spot. In fact, I might just pull that now. Pop it in. Look at that. That's not a bad thing to do. Could definitely pass some time with pigments, that's for sure. Having a nice blank panel right there. Don't. Empty holes scream, "You didn't plan!" But not really. Really scream is, "You don't have perfectly spaced blank panels available." It's true. Get a man, asshole. Let's go. Get in there. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, you know what? And the funny thing is, I was kind of contemplating because I got this the Triple Sloths too, and as I've been researching the Maestro, I was like, dude, it kind of almost does the same thing, but not really. Yeah, the Triple Sloths is way more random, and like we're talking about, like the cycles for the slowest of the three channels is like 30 to 40 minutes to run through. That's one of my weirdest cables. Actually, I have a cable. Hate pulling the cables. Yeah, I've already got some nice ambient goo all installed and ready to go on this thing from last time streamed. This is just a little passive triple attenuator module, which is really nice, actually. Got a 3-pack of those modules. The attenuator, 3 triple mults, and then 3 buffered mults. For like $100 for like all 3 modules, and I'm like, man, that's friggin' perfect. You go with that. As long as we're here, as long as we're pulling cables. Multi-waves, you're coming with me. These are there. It's another one of those doofus power connectors. Yeah. There, and you are gonna. This is, you know, I got that Venetia's lizard system, and all of the power cables, little bitty, dinky one, and then they use 16 pin on both sides. It's really odd. So if I get like a standard like 16 to 16, it only actually uses 10 on the cable, and I don't want to plug in extra cables that might be supplying power to places that don't need it, so I end up this kind of thing. I take a cable, clip the conductors that I don't need, It's really those modules, they are from JP Synth. I think it's a company out of Canada, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I've had them for a long time, and they were perfect. I was like, man, I need a few utilities, and that just chef's kiss perfectly fit the bill. I mean, like you need mults, you need passive attenuators, you need stuff at any point. All right, now the only difference is I'm gonna put the Maestro right next to my clock sources here. So right next to the my clock divider and the data, because clock almost every single time. It's just so damn. Well, it's probably more now, but it's still probably not that expensive. I mean, only the buffered mult is a powered module. So everything else is just passive circuitry. But it's all you need. Most of the time, you don't need a buffered mult. I use it for clock just to make sure that I have accuracy. Okay. Let's push a few nuts back. This guy. It's because I don't. Right. Same thing. Just gonna push some of the nuts out of the way. Better to have too many than not. Bard Quartet. I know the name, but I'm not 100% familiar with it. What is that? Sloths. Arr. We're sorry. The hands you are using are too fat. Cool. These are sloths. Slothy. Full of slothy goodness. All right. And I'm turning up the tempo on the sequencer instead of actually screwing. Good plan. Not least, we'll just cram these guys up. Let's cram them in crooked too, just like sideways. I don't even give a fuck. Just kind of want to, just in case. Want blank spaces, but I would rather have small blank spaces than one large blank space. That was it. That was easy. Hey. All right. That's it. Now I just have modules all over. Why? I really should just rack them up. Like just start putting them in. And here we go. Power up. We got it. Good. Oh, nice.
I had this 50.
Look at the sloths being slothy. I'm not sure what a better angle is. I mean, this is nice, but this does give a little bit more of a view, I guess. Something very, very low. I really feel like depatching all of this, which is a shame because, damn it, I had some cool shit going here. Yeah, definitely more detail. Oh, there's the base. I'm trying to think if I had any. Oh, well, the vector, right? I had stuff in the vector, I think. Yes, I did. It was like, it was that. Oh, I know what I did. I didn't save it. Son of a... So the probability was way up on this. Oh man, I didn't save my sequence at all. Okay, you know what? Let's start from scratch. I am gonna make a giant gooey ambient unattended patch at some point in the fairly near future. But as we say to death, today. Today. Just I kind of root without saving. That's weak sauce. Weak sauce. That's okay, because that gives us much more freedom to play with the new toys, and new toys are. We like new toys. These new toys. Yeah. Blurp. Blop. Got.
Must place cables in the correct receptacles.
But it's true. Oh yeah, and the Zadar wasn't set up. Nothing was set up. Zadar I could save also. I could find, state on save it. Which would be useful. White cable, white cable, white cable, white cable, white cable. White cable, white cable, white cable. Small cable. You know what? Let's just go ahead and patch the clock. At the end? No, this is the end. Ourselves. Dang, we got ourselves input. Some kind of dang old input. I just saw some movie trailer. I don't even. Shoop Shoop song by Salt and Pepper. Stuck in my. It's not good. Shoop, shoop, ba-doo, shoop, ba-doo. TX calculator. No, it's the Acid Rain Maestro. It's essentially like a clocked LFO on steroids. So I took out the quad pingable LFO. That guy, that's going in the other rack. And mixer. I had a little 4-channel mixer up there that I never. This guy's still going to go. The lizard module is going to go. The dual VCA is going to go. I don't know what we're going to replace him with. Something. It takes a while. I got to play with stuff a little bit first, and then think like, hey, what could I use in this? What could I, bump this up with? And there's a few things. Thinking about changing out my quantizer. That's the cool thing. Like you're talking about that, the Bard Quartet. Like if it has 4 quantizers, that might be a cool thing to have in here. Otherwise, there's the ADAC quad playable quantizer, which is expensive. It's like $420, a little harsh. But it works supposedly. It's great. Everybody that uses it loves it. Okay, so I don't have a manual for the Acid Rain Maestro, so I'm going to fire it up. Manuel, Acid Rain technology. One thing I did want to do is check the firmware level. Yeah, anyway, so the Acid Rain thing, you can basically chain together modulations. So think of it as like an LFO. It's got 6 channels, obviously. So then like each channel, it's like, what's it doing? It's, it's doing stuff. You know what? Honestly, should do. What we should do is we could use a clock from someplace else. Or we can just go unclocked. You just go unclocked. That's easy. Clock is like, what is there's an amp tempo too. It's like, I think it's at this. One of these. Well, you know what? That's why we read them. So yeah, and then you can chain together different modulators. So it's got ramp up, ramp down. It's got a peak, a center trough kind of thing. It's got a random. So you can smooth them, you can make them bipolar, but then you can chain multiples together and assign different rhythmic values to each thing in the chain. So it's pretty. Let's see here. And then obviously, you can have them as one shots also, and you can have triggered. So you can have like a complex envelope triggered by something. $65 milliamps of power draw is great. Let's see, channel 6, 3. Inputs and outputs for the clock and reset. Yep. We could run clock directly from it also. Channel and mute buttons. So timing and modifiers. First of all, check high set. Sets the internal. Triangle. inverted triangle goes down by. Ramp up is tap tempo. So yeah, it works. Okay. So we're out of the clock menu. Number 1. So if we wanted number 1 to be quarter note, and then like ramp up. So now it's kind of doing its thing based on the clock. So let's set up a quick voice, and we'll take, first of all, we'll take the output of that, and then we'll just go into filter. Like, so some obnoxious people outside my door. Go away, obnoxious people. Nobody likes you. Let's take a sub out. Let's also take sawtooth. Out. To mixer in. 0 the channels because there's stuff on sends. And we got sound. Hello, Herr Widmer. Yes. Yeah, I've had the Melodicer in for a couple of weeks. I love it. It's definitely much more favored than the Metropolis that I had in here. The Metropolis is going in the other rack, so that will have a home. So if I go half notes, bipolar, polar. Now, the other thing I want to do is fire up the scope. Let's fire up the scope for this, because I do see what's going on. Drops right off, doesn't it? Let's add a little bit of interest. Let's try something here. Let's try firing this clock into our typical setup here. And shoot a clock over to the Melodicer and use the Maestro as our... Oh, it's already clocked. Never mind. I don't need a cable for that. There we go. Now they're synchronized. Yay! Synchronizing is fun. All right, now, obviously, you know, distortion. Because that's why I got it. But 1, 2, output. Let's turn down the gain. Let's turn down the gain channels. They're all the way down. Okay. Aw, yeah. And it's got 2 separate channels, which is actually really cool. CV controls for gain and drive. Well, as long as we're playing, let's take channel 2 and go into the drive control. So channel 2, we'll just go slope up, down, half note, smooth it. I don't really hear a huge difference on that. Now I do. That is the STG Soundlabs Mankato filter. Maybe my favorite filter, if stereo it would be. It's kind of the one flaw. It's just a beautiful sounding. It's a 24 dB ladder filter, but it's just, number one, the knobs are just like, it does 6, 12, 18, and 24 dB per octave simultaneous outputs, and then it does 180-degree phase differences of all of those. So you can actually use it as an 8-output sine oscillator with like different phases. You can use it as a slew generator. You can use it as an 8-out LFO. Unfortunately, like they're all clock linked and stuff, you know, obviously. But yeah, it's kind of a ridiculous module. Like, crank the res up. Got like. test the limits of your speaker. Yeah, it sounds so good. TA, this bad boy. Give it a little silence. Too much silence. I should swap the signal flow. Should go out of the filter, into this, out of this, into the distortion. There we go. That's cool. You can actually hear the upper harmonics cycling in and out with the extra distortion, like popping up and down. I've watched like every video on the Maestro multiple times. It's like I almost don't need the manual, but I did want to check and see how do I check with the firmware. I'm assuming it's up to date because I just got it from Perfect Circuit. Yeah, March 15th is for 1.1. August 2021. 1.2. So I'm guessing. Yeah. Hey, how do you check? Yeah, I know, like, Molten Music Technology, Robin Vincent, he was talking about, like, oh, the problem is it doesn't have any built-in, like, attenuation. It's always just up. And then, like, no, it actually does. Read the manual. It does have attenuation for each channel and, you know, the whole thing, so. That's really cool right there. That's just complex. See ya, Widner. Sorry, Herr Widmer. That is really cool. I mean, I'm hearing all kinds of little bits in there. Just from the extra harmonics from the filter and from the distortion. It's really neat. But without the distortion, pleasant. Very pleasant and pleasing. Okay, now the question is, what happens if we put this in the Triple Sloths instead? And its mysterious knobs that don't seem to do anything. I think this is the fast one. That's cool. So, apathy is, you've got apathy, inertia, and torpor, right? So these are basically all like separate outputs of a chaos circuit. So imagine two strange attractors, stars floating in space with a particle or a planet floating around them, and then sometimes like hopping over to the other one. So like the closeness of that or the coordinates of that are giving you a voltage output. You've got three. You've got X, Y, and Z. They're all similar, but they're different phases of the trip, so to speak. And then you have a difference rectifier on the bottom two outputs. So the difference between the Z and then the inertia one in the middle is like 30 to 40 minutes. So torpor is 15 to 30 seconds. Apathy takes 60 to 90 seconds. Let's go into apathy. It's going away. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, it's coming back. this guy just doing its thing. Doing its half-note path up and down. Or, sorry, it's smooth random. Happy little patterns on the scope up there. Gotta love it. Now, if we go slow, dividing it by 16 steps. So basically one measure. That's how that works. 6, 7, 8. So it's 2 measures up, 2 measures down. That's a lot. Put 3 at the same thing, and then lock those two both to 5 with distortion. Well, this calls for another voice, doesn't it? Let's see, what should we do? Well, the first thing I think I want to do is to, like, multiply this clock out. Oh, we already have it. I want to divide it. Throw it into... Just use that to... So... to tempo. Okay, what? So it'd be an easy thing to... Actually, no. No, let's do this the easier way. is the dot lock there. Lock. Now we take it out. Go to the kick-off. Ourselves a happy kick drum. Synchronized? Yes, it is. Okay. Kick drum. Cool. Alright. Let's maybe throw some hats on. Hats. Hats for bats. Keep bats warm. Trigger. So. It's the high. Throw that guy in. Cable snarls. All. We're talking about cables on yesterday, today. Interesting. 2 points on like. That's not a hi-hat. More of a snare. Still more of a snare. Curse you, Platts! Oh, to the right of the ZDSP? That is, those are mixers. That is the, sorry, I'm trying to look at it once and failing. Tesseract Modular Tex Mix. And it's lovely. It's really nice. It's very compact. 3, 4, 5. Analog hi-hat. Yeah. Okay. That's bottom one. Right? Yeah. It's the bottom one. Weird. Oh, now it sounds like a hi-hat. Weird. Yeah, Tesseract Modular. Which is like I think it's pretty much a single man operation. He's out of Spain. So you've got a master module. They got 2 effect sends, 2 stereo returns, which is super cool. And then you can patch in whatever modules you want. I actually have an extra one of these. So it's 4 mono channels, 4 mono channels, and 4 stereo channels. Each one has a Q off and an on. So you can actually have a separate submix that you can use as a Q system, or you can send it to your headphones only. So it's a neat, flexible thing. I do find that it's a little noisy. That's my only thing. And I think maybe that's the circuit design, smashing it into such a small place. I think there's some crosstalk between effects chains. But honestly, at these signal levels, I really can't fault it that much. Like, it's a good bang for your buck. Nice. Yeah, so I have four mono and 4 stereo channels in this. And like I fill that up quite often. And I'm like, I wish there was like a better quality mixer, but there isn't. In that space, there's no fucking way. You can't even get close. If you have like a hex mix, okay, you need the expander if you want the sends, and now you're looking at 40 or 30, 36 HP times 2 and 2 less channels. So, like, crite, man. And any, like, 8-channel mixer, like, they're gigantic, man. They're, like, they're like the size of the Vector. While that's nice, maybe, if you're going to perform and stuff, but I'm not really doing that. You know? Just give me my mixer. Give me it packed in. And yeah, I have been just searching for, like, a perfect mixer solution. Just nothing. There's, whoa, man, what is the name of the company? They make all of those, like, everything is, like, dark blue with, like, different multicolored color coatings on it and stuff. I can't think of the name. But that's kind of similar to the Tesseract. Chain different modules together that custom made, basically. Where were we? No, it wasn't. It's not Blue Lantern. I'll look it up. Frap Tools. The Frap Tools. Their whole system. So you're like, okay, here's a Frap Tools 4 stereo channel mixer, and it's $4.99. Right. So, and then you can chain other modules together and stuff with. So it's not cheap, and it's a lot bigger than this. So, and you don't have the. I don't believe you have the 2 effect sends on it. You have one send. So, like, it's just not as good. Yeah, I'm just looking on Perfect Circuit really quick, but all they have is the QSC Creative Mixture Quad Stereo channel, and that's only one part of the system. Like, the whole system is, it's all chainable together and everything. But, it's going to cost a shitload of money, and it's going to be same thing, way bigger and less features. So I'm going to live with this for now. There's no solution that'll replace it. It's to me, I've looked at dozens, and nothing comes close to the functionality of this. And it's got an unfunny story. I got one at first that was used, and it sounded like shit, and then part of it didn't even work. And I actually sent it back to the guy, and I'm like, dude, this is not working right. And I talked to the guy who makes these, and he's like, no, that's not right. So I sent him back. He was cool about it. He gave me a refund. Plus, they were covered with cat hair. Come on, dude. Paintbrush. Come on, man. And then I was talking to the Tesseract guy, and I was like, dude, hook me up. Like, and I don't know if he cut me a deal, but it was cheap. I think it was about $400 for the 3 things and the master module. And they've got another module that's just like big LEDs, which is kind of cool. Like, I'm all about more lights. More flashing lights, please. kick this up a notch with a blast from our Spice Weasel. Oh yeah, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Come on. We have a new distortion module. We need to distort the kick drum. Come on! Oh, baby. That's fat. Ah, screw it. Cable's down low. As long as we're doing this, we might as well run a snare drum. Or a hand clap. God, that kick drum through the distortion, holy shit. It's transformed, man. It's just totally new. I gotta put it through the speakers so I can feel the sub piss off the neighbors. Oh man. Okay, let's run a Turing machine. Sloths doing its thing. I have a 10-inch Velodyne sub under the desk in here. It is a fat little box, and I love it. And it's just... Unfortunately, you can probably hear it through the microphone. I'm curious if it sounds bad, if there's phasing or weirdness, let me know, because I don't want to keep that going. I just want to feel the thump. Check something real quick here. Okay, let's try an experiment. Let's do an experiment here. All right, first of all, let's hook up the Turing machine and get stuff going. Second of all, I want to make sure that I want to try the Maestro on the dot sequencer. Because if I can get a CV controlling the pattern for the kick drum, that'd be fucking dope. Have it like it's like Euclidean, but benefits. Okay, so channel 4, what are you doing? Channel 4, you're just doing stuff. So here's the thing. Here's what I want. First of all, let's mute it. So I want, what do I want? How do I leave a space? That is the question. I don't know if I can. Can I chain together a blank spot? Yeah, acid in the Maestro. Okay, so if I did, let's say I did chain of that guy. Half note. So if I did that, half note slope up, quarter note slope up, 2/8 notes slope up, I wonder if that would like trick. That would send its thing. Like it's doing. Oh, and then I chain again. Oh man, it's like all over the place here. Yeah, this is gonna be. No, we're sorry. We're sorry. That is not correct. what if we attenuated? Would that be enough to cut down the level? Like the spikes? So 4 going out. Is cable bent? Okay. Because I only want the top range. So, like, I can't take part of a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take part of a wave. If it's going to ramp up, it's going to go through the whole ramp up. I want a space. It's probably not really the module for that, I guess. I don't know. What I really need is an envelope that's going like flat, 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 and then like yoink way at the end, so that it just boosts the pattern. Although that is dope as hell. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's cool. That's super cool. Not exactly what I had in mind, but, you know, happy accidents. So I wonder if I... Okay, how do I turn the chain off? That is the question. I guess I just push chain again. So let's try this. Let's go slow, half note, ramp up, smooth. That's it. Okay, yeah. I still want to attenuate. I still want to do that. It's gonna have flexibility. Problem is, it's increasing the pattern. You can kind of see it. There's a bunch of friggin' cables in the way. Come on, out of the way. There, you can sort of see it right here at my pinky. And the orange is where it's playing. So it's increasing the number of dots. It's increasing the number of plays, but then it's not playing in that place. So that doesn't really help. So 4 needs to be much, much slower. That's cool. We could actually put it on like weird stuff too, like triplet, slow. Yeah, I think you just press chain again. Like, press the channel and then chain, hold them. And I think it takes it out of chain mode. Because it seemed like it worked. I could do clock into the clock divider and then use it as a trigger. Use a clock divider, like a divide by 4 or divide by 16 maybe even. That'd be the way to go, to be honest. Although this is pretty dope. This is pretty nice. That's pretty funky. Funky. God, did you see that new Stolper Beats? That thing is super cool too, man. The Stolper Beats. Plus, that's just a great name. Come on. Stolper Beats. Okay. So, let's finish this other voice here. Let's go into a... let's go into a shorter cable. That's what we're going to... God, for the love of God, get out of the way. What are you... Okay, no. We're going into channel of the Quadrax. Trigger in. Do a quick little bleep. Envelope. Little ping. Little zerp. Output into something. Output into something. Output something into something. Yeah. Output into something. Into something. Go and take the output. That cable's too long. Fucking cable's too long. The cable's too long. It is too long. It is too long. It's too damn long. Channel 5. Do a little random action. That's slow. Slow mode. Smooth. And boom. Triple Sloths. Second output. Going into CV the filter. One, two, buckle my shoe. Sloths doing its thing. We need another voice. That's just the Triple Sloths. Okay, so yeah, I'm 100% happy with all three of my purchases. I'm really happy I got that distortion, because that's just gonna be... Mwah! Chef's kiss. It seems like it and the bass drum were made for each other. Even just to amplify, like it's got a ton of gain. White noise, eh? Could do white noise. I wonder how white noise would sound through the supercritical neutron filter. let's find out. Which is the like the channel? Channel's not. You hear the stereo go left to right? This is a 30 dB per octave. Or, sorry, 36. And if we crank the drive, this thing gets naughty. Insta wind. You can't go outside. It's too cold. Ah, don't open that door. Sorry. Nasty. Love it. Crisp filled. There's that same 36 dB per octave ridiculo thing. This would be a simple thing to take a channel of the Triple Sloths, plop it in there. That would be fun. And now it's gone. Now it's just slothing. It's just doing its slothing thing. Entirely too fast. And actually, I want to put it into the FM, so I can control that a little. Resonance too. Here we are, listening to white noise over the internet. Extremely slow white noise. Come on. That's kind of nice. Just kind of hovering there. Hey, one other thing I wanted to check. So. You know, let's take a different clock out from this thing. It's gonna make more of an eighth note. That's better. A little bit more of a boost. Like instant anchor. Throw the snare in there, and it's like, oh, I know where the beat is now. I think I'm gonna call it an evening. We've been on for almost 2 hours, and yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. But I will see you soon. Later.